3 steps to process improvement. By the end of this video, you will be able to implement 3 practices to increase process efficiency. The pursuit of process improvement is a crucial endeavor for today's business world. Companies aim to enhance their efficiency by refining existing processes to improve overall performance and results. Embracing new systematic practices can help identify and analyze how to sustain growth, effectiveness, and gain the competitive advantage. We will be demonstrating 3 steps to process improvement in this video. 1. Establish specific and repeatable steps. 2. Removing unnecessary barriers to productivity. 3. Streamline and implementing changes. To help describe these objectives, we will be using a scenario involving a small business owner. Meet Joy. She is the owner of Joyful Morning Bakery. Joy's bakery opens every day at 8 a.m. sharp. She has a very popular breakfast menu item, her famous peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Lately, business has been fantastic. However, as a small business owner, she is finding it difficult to keep up with the overwhelming demand. She has decided to hire an assistant for the morning rush. Every morning, Joy has estimated that she must make at least 240 sandwiches to keep up with the demand. As of now, it takes Joy 3 hours to make 180 sandwiches, which equates to 1 sandwich per minute. By implementing process improvement, Joy has a new target of 240 sandwiches to be made within 2 hours, which means 2 sandwiches must be made per minute. Let's help Joy train her new employee, named Michael. By applying these 3 steps, this will lead to making enough sandwiches on time, while preserving the quality Joy's bakery is known for. 1. Establish specific and repeatable steps. Joy must teach her new employee Michael the steps to make the sandwich. Unless the steps are specific and easy to understand, Michael could end up with completely different results. For example, simply instructing, "Grab 2 pieces of bread" seems unclear. Instead, the instruction could be, "Bring a fresh labeled bag of white bread from the pantry, remove the clip, and open the bag on the counter. Take out 2 slices of bread, discard the end slices, then place the 2 slices of bread on the parchment paper." By giving specific instructions like this, it provides a start and end point of the action, where the action is taking place and specific details are related to the action. In this case, building specific and repeatable steps with clear expectations helps Michael know exactly how to make the sandwich successfully. This also supports Joy define each step and revisit the instructions to increase workflow. 2. Removing unnecessary barriers to productivity. Now that Joy has a process she can teach her new employee, they'll know how to make her famous PB&J sandwich with ease. Following her newly made process, Joy decides to test it herself. However, it took longer than expected. In fact, it took Joy just under 2 minutes to make 1 sandwich. Is Joy doomed to fail her new plan? How can she successfully train her new employee if she can't meet her own target? Before Joy can panic any further, we need to consider how long each step is taking, and if there is any waste in the process, there may be slowly her down. A few of the steps took Joy longer than she might have expected. After some reflection, Joy realized a few roadblocks. She had to walk over to the storage room to grab the parchment paper. Perhaps she needs to ensure the parchment paper is closer to the prep station as well as pre-cut. She noticed the butter knife wasn't where she thought she left it and had to go to the sink to find one. Maybe she could make a designated spot for multiple butter knives at the prep station and ensure dishes are all cleaned before morning prep. While spreading her famous homemade jelly, she kept needing to stick the butter knife back in the jar to get more jelly for her bread. It took her 1.5 minutes in total. She could consider using another utensil to get more jelly out of the jar per spread. After reviewing these roadblocks, Joy determines the distance to supplies, station readiness, and having the right tools all have contributed to missing her target. Joy decides to make the following changes. The parchment paper is pre-cut and well-stocked right beside the prep station. This saves 30 to 60 seconds to walk to the storage room when it runs out, and 5 to 10 seconds to cut each use. Setting up a butter knife drawer at the station so she would know exactly where to find them each time, as well as making sure each day starts with a clean sink. This saves 60 to 120 seconds of finding knives or washing them when needed. Adding long-handled measuring spoons to her station to scoop the right amount of jelly and avoid clean-off during the process, which saves 20 to 30 seconds per sandwich. These small yet significant changes certainly will help remove unnecessary barriers and help Joy and Michael succeed in reaching their target. Analyzing these roadblocks allows for brainstorming better practices and problem-solving. Michael, who has had previous experience in a sandwich shop, thinks he can help Joy streamline her process one extra step to save even more time and even exceed their target. 3. Streamline and implementing changes. Michael was excited to be starting his new job as he was already a frequent customer. Michael was determined to find solutions to help Joy meet her target of 240 sandwiches each morning starting at 6 a.m. Michael suggested coming in at least 30 minutes earlier to prep the station with enough bread, clean knives, and spoons. He also suggested to store the peanut butter and jelly into bigger containers with rubber lids. This will avoid using smaller jars and twisting off the smaller lids each time. When doors open at 8 a.m., he also thinks shifting the workstation over a few feet would increase workflow as it would be right below the order window, reducing the seconds of walking between each new order. Joy, clearly impressed with Michael's experience, gladly implements his suggestions and wants to start as soon as the next day. Within 1 week of applying these new changes to her business, Joy was ecstatic that Michael was able to meet the daily sandwich target, while she could focus on other work prior to the opening. The process improvement steps have restored her confidence for the morning rushes. By analyzing the objectives and adjusting the process, both Joy and Michael were able to improve the efficiency and boosted the overall productivity. These key steps can be applied to any business model to effectively shape and improve processes. As a reminder, the 3 steps discussed in today's video are: 1. Establish specific and repeatable steps. 2. Removing unnecessary barriers to productivity. 3. Streamline and implementing changes. Creating clear and specific steps, removing the barriers for roadblocks, and streamlining quantifiable changes, businesses as well as business owners can identify and execute an efficient process improvement plan to achieve their set targets. If Joy and Michael can do it, so can you.